Let's see who's around alive. Who's alive or around? Who's alive and around? Round and round we go. Oh, where she stop? Boy, I don't know. Well, you got to keep your spirits high because there's not much in the news that will make your spirits alive unless you want to see chaos. And maybe we need some of that to change, but I'm not sure if we're going the right way, but who knows? We will see. Give these guys 4 years to see what happens. But more importantly, I think it's housing that seems to be the problem. I don't think people care as much about the culture wars as they are about affording a place to live. And that's what to me always sort of takes the eyes off of that. And so people can afford a place to live. And 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 that's not because of somebody's sexual preference, I don't think. Maybe it is, but I don't know. It seems like more it's a money issue. And what happens is I'm seeing this graph that I show is that 90% of America for the last 50 years, their income really was almost flat. Okay, so if you're in the bottom 90%, you made nothing. You made about the same as 50 years ago. And you can't live like that because of inflation. Look what happened to inflation, where that went. So it went from 0 to 300%. And so inflation went up 300%, and income for 90% of the people went up only 30%. 50 years, okay? And 30%, that's it. Wow. And our economy grew, gazillions more than that. I think I have a chart on the economy. Consumer price index, wage growth. No, okay. So the total wage growth there. Okay, I gotta get that GDP chart. So the country is growing, but 90% of the people who live here are not growing with it. And I think that's a big problem, and that's why I think people get angry because they can't afford it, can't afford to eat, can't afford to buy food. Inflation is going crazy, and so we get stuck. Now, what we've done too is that Let's Go Help is trying to focus on housing because I think housing is the most important thing that we have to take care of financially. You need a place to live. Without that, you get really sick. And the government is now pouring lots of money into housing programs like never before. Actually, now there's even programs where they'll pay for your housing for 6 months if you're sick because they don't want you winding up in the hospital because you're living on the street. So that's what the kind of programs that are going on. And actually, I found a report recently where there's 1,600 uh, down payment grant programs available for people who want to buy a house. 1,600 programs. Okay, that's what you think. Oh, there's a one program or something, two programs. No, they're all over the country, and they're different in every place you live. And that's what Let's Go Help does, is show you where these are. Have to train because you're not. People don't tell you this. Uh, and the problem is, see, the grant money that is given out to help you buy a home is not from the kind hearts of the cat. They got to make money. They got to for their investors and things like that. So capitalism you can't really count on for giving you a deal if you can't afford something. And see that here what capitalism is. This is our country in two portions. One portion is capitalism, which is Google, and that's 60% of everything in our country. And the other portion is what I call the giving economy. These are the people, the community, or the community economy, the community where we help each other through hard times and difficult problems. That's why we have a fire engine come and put out our fire, and they don't charge money. So that's what the community does. But that represents 40% of everything in our economy comes from the community. Now, what we did on Let's Go Help, if you remember Let's Go Help, we have a section now uh, uh, that is special for homeowners trying to buy a home. Okay, and that's a special section. We got special researchers, special reports. We have special live um, workshops on you concentrating on getting money for a house. Otherwise, you're going to go to Google and you're going to get 500 billion websites about money to buy a home, and that's just terrible. You just got to ignore that part. How do I do this? You got it. If you have money, that's fine. If you don't have money, you have to stay on the green side. Okay, the green side. Oh, I can't do that one. Okay, so you got to stay over here. That's the 40% that gives you money to buy a home or anything else you want. Start a business or get out of debt and things like that. That all happens on the community-based side. So the community economy versus the capitalist economy. Capitalist economy needs money from you. The community society wants to give money to you because the good neighbor policy. We all help each other in trouble. Okay, and that's what we've done. We have programs. We have 40% of everything in our economy is this. 40% of the total, and that's two economies. That the one is the capitalist economy, and the other is the community economy. So that's what you want to know about, and to make sure you only go there, and that's what we do. You know, at Let's Go Help, we showed you. We have a special section now that just helps you find the money and help you need to buy a home. Okay, and that's what this section is. You'll see there's we got 8-step program, and we help you. We have a special place to get your questions answered about home. A special place where you talk to other people who are in the process of buying a home. Okay, and they share their experiences with you. What you have to do is that there's power in community. There's power in people helping each other, and that's what we're trying to do. Is have people help each other get through the process of finding a home, finding the money they need to buy a home. Okay, and it's all of certain, very easy to tell you the truth, but you have to have the focus, and that's what we're trying to do is make sure that you have the focus to get what you need. Your mind is going after one shiny object to another and dancing all around like a baby in a boxcar. You're not going to get that to happen. Okay, so you got to make that happen yourself because it won't happen by itself. You have to do that, and you have to get into getting the help you need. We don't charge anything extra for this. It's all part of the $20